My journey on this spiritual path is to become complete. When I think of my own self, I know that I started journey in the stage of perfection, and now I have to return and I have to claim my stage of being complete. I, as a soul, full, peaceful, loveful, full of all powers, began my journey, and that time was golden age. Souls, nature were in harmony. There was no trace of sorrow, no peacelessness, complete non-violence. All lived together in harmony, harmony within, harmony with the nature, and harmony with each other. So now I emerge those sanskars of the original self, because after this confluence age, I have to begin journey with the divine image. As much there is peacelessness, sorrow in the world outside, I have to remain stable with the qualities of God's love, peaceful mind, and very, very humble and determined not to take sorrow from the world or influenced by anything negative or atmosphere of violence. I remain stable, unshakable, but same time become lighthouse and mighthouse through my peaceful mind, loveful mind, thoughts, create the atmosphere of peace and love. At Confluence Age, my role is of messenger of peace. I have to be the bestower of these qualities. That is why there is memorial in Path of Bhakti of we children as deities in front of those beautiful decorated idols. Devotees stand in queue to receive blessings, to liberate themselves from sorrow. To it is now at Confluence Age, through my thoughts, vibrations of my thoughts create the atmosphere for souls to receive God's love and peace. As much I do this service, every thought I create, I become complete. And also being bestower, I become not only deity, but good example as a child of God. Let us all take Drishti from Baba and remind myself that I am a peace messenger and I have to create atmosphere of peace and love.
Om Shanti, welcome to Avyakti Parivar, Pilgrimage of Remembrance, True Server. Today's day 3rd. Now we'll be listening from Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Wednesday is Mama's Day. Mama was perfect example of a true server. I think that for to be a good server or one who is a good server, I think we all are true servers. most important quality is renunciation, because whenever you have to serve, sometimes something has to be renounced and sometimes even sacrifice. When I said renunciation here, could be, of course, one is big renunciation. When we come to Baba, we renounce five vices, right? But even after that, especially when we are at service, there is constant renunciation. You are about to sit and have your lunch or dinner, and someone comes or on phone. You have to share something with that soul, knowledge, or even just to talk. So at that time, you don't think about your food. Mm. Baba used to say to us, many times we are in kitchen and cooking. So once, one sister was cooking and she was making dough for chapati. So her hands were not clean. So Baba said, if someone comes, you say, you sit for 2 minutes, I wash hands and I will be there with you. So it could be time, many, many times is renunciation of sleep. Mm. Our sisters, they have to do so much, so they have to renounce sleep. So renunciation is every step in service. Mm. And one who is able to renounce definitely becomes true server, because at that time when you are serving, you get definitely more reward. But the quality, main quality of a true server is humility. And Brahma Baba was example for that. Always, always very humble. And humble mean very respectful. It's not I have to bow, mm, but I have to be respectful. Anytime he was defamed, even some people abused him, but he was humble, he was sweet, his responses were very loving to everyone, because that will bring transformation in others, right? But if you think this person is like that, so why I have to be humble or why I have to be respectful? No. A person who doesn't have these qualities, and I use those qualities, Baba had been saying this as cooperation of giving powers and virtues. So renunciation definitely first is of five vices, but I think there is renunciation at every step. Even to be true server, we have to do tapasya. So renunciation helps in tapasya. If we still have lot of traces of vices, you can't be stable. You cannot be determined to continue tapasya. You must have heard so many stories of many saint sages, those who forcefully sit for enlightenment or having vision of God, doing tapasya. So they go, they sit in the forest. You heard the story of Mahatma Buddha. Young prince, he went and he sat under this tree. It was cold, heat, very thirsty. all anything which is coming from the body. Mm. He determination, he continued, kept sitting. And then rain, and then the power of tapasya will bring many wildlife in front of him. Mm. But they all will come in the sense they are violent, but they come and sit in a very calm posture in front of them. Mm. But what is most required, tapasya, is determination. Mm. But if you just, it's too cold, I can't do that, it's not possible. I'm just giving external example. Then you will give up, right? I can't do tapasya. And our tapasvi life is for so many years, right? We continuing with tapasya. So the main quality required is faith in Baba and also intoxication. Intoxication of what? Why I am doing tapasya? Mhm. So that I can be a true server. Renunciation will help in tapasya, and tapasya helps in being a true server. So that even our drishti, just looking at someone or thinking of someone, which we call mansa seva, happens being a tapasvi. So if I am a tapasvi, which I think we all are, which is not just sitting for hours. Many said, oh, today we had 2 hours of tapasya, fine. But I am tapasvi all the time, right? So my words, vibrations of peace, serving constantly. True server is constant server. Constant server means you are serving wherever you are because your vibration is creating that atmosphere. But while doing service also, tapasya is required, and for tapasya, renunciation of then I and mine. I did this, I was instrument for this. Some say I was instrument. I said, but that also keep in the mind that I am the instrument. Right? Baba made me instrument. Nimit, what we call it. Baba made me nimit. And really, when you have this awareness, it's not I, it's not me, but my renunciation is such, purity is such that Baba can make me instrument. It is because of the purity. Renunciation is purity, isn't it? Where you are not holding anything from past for anyone. It's very clean heart. And that is why you are tapasvi. Because of that purity, you are able to be stable and consistent. And then you naturally become true server because that's what you will, it will be happening. Not only you have to do it. So Baba says all the time, when there is this kind of inner feelings of renunciation, tapasya, and server. True server will have one quality, and that is contentment. Mm. Will never, never have any kind of feeling. Mhm. It's not happening, it should have been like that. Baba has given us drum of knowledge. Many times you don't want the things the way, but they happen. Then what you do? If you are a tapasvi, okay, with determination, just continue. So, very, very important quality, which, as Baba said, tapasya needs determination. So, true server will have contentment. Whatever until now this moment happened mm, was very good. Sometimes there are programs, right? We plan it, and certain things doesn't happen according to plan. So what we will do? We will know that something was missing. It could have been better, but I don't lose my contentment. My contentment is with myself, right? Of my stage and my vibrations, not because what is happening outside. If I want to be getting contentment from outside or someone or from somewhere, there won't be contentment. But it is my own deep virtue. I am with Baba, I know drama, and also elevated feelings that everyone do their best, right? Everyone who would not want to do uh, good, whatever had to be done as a true server. Everyone. Is there anyone who will want to go start the sound on the stage, would want that it doesn't work? Everyone will want, but sometimes there are technical problems. It happens even here in the evening sometimes. Some technical problems come. But I don't lose my peace. I don't get disturbed. Because Baba said if it's disturbing while doing service, mm, then you have to take some time, little bit during day or any time of solitude and see, say, what was there to be disturbed? Because then I get disturbed, then others get disturbed, but that's not service. So Baba is giving us yukti. mm, Go in solitude, have realization. This nature of getting disturbed has to be changed, has to be transformed. Mm. Because if I have habit of getting disturbed, there will always be something which will get me disturbed. And if my determination, I am not going to get disturbed, that's the tapasya, then whatever happens, first small things will happen, then big things, because test will be bigger and bigger. But I remind myself that I'm not going to get disturbed. How many of you think you can do that? Hmm? That is the time. You remember Baba, drama, and remember I have to get the certificate of contentment. As I said, anything. Baba wants us, server means peace messenger. So I have to be peaceful. Baba said, looking at you, your peaceful image, others will get peace. Whenever there are tests, situation, you just stay very peaceful. Mm. I have tried this few times because very, very nice. Because you know that you are getting disturbed, not going to get things done. Rather, it will get worse. Right? Mm. Once I remember, I was at Delhi airport. And something was wrong with the belt where luggage comes. So it was not coming. So people were getting angry and really, really very upset. And I was sitting in a corner, and few officers of airline, they said, "Ma'am, you're sitting so peacefully. Has your luggage come?" I said, "Luggage is not coming." "Still you sitting peacefully?" I said, "Will my disturbance bring luggage faster?" And they all sat around me because people were so upset. They thought they felt protection sitting around me because they can't come and say things to them and I'm there. So service anywhere. Then consistent service means what? I just sit in my room, Baba's room, and I say, now I am tapasvi. Yes, that is also important. But in seva, you know if you are true tapasvi and also renunciate. Only through seva you will know. So they support each other like purity, peace, happiness. When you are pure, you will be peaceful, you will be happy. If you are not peaceful, some impurity, something inside. If you are not happy, is something in the soul. So as those three are good, same combined, we have to integrate renunciation, tapasya, and seva. Whenever while doing service, tapasya is needed for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 3 minutes, so that I can spread the peace and give the power and change. Let situation change. Not I change the situation. Let the situation change. It will with the time, right? And then at that time is renunciation also. So integrate all three. And at every step when you are renouncing, mm, there could be some obstacles when you are, every time there will be some test, I call it. But contentment will keep you free from obstacles. That means nothing can stop you. Obstacle mean it comes, but you overcome it, right? You become angel and fly over it. So obstacle means something which comes to obstruct you, test you. But have contentment and I say what I have to do while serving. Do I need more tapasya? Do I need more renunciation? You will come to know because you are not able to be consistent uh, 24 hours the sevadari. So it's a very, very subtle aspect which we all have to reflect more that to be a true server, we need tapasya and we also need renunciation. And even to be a good tapasvi, you need to be a good sevadari. It's not sitting is only tapasya. Sevadari, to be true server is lot of tapasya because mm, you have to have determination, you have to sacrifice, you have to renounce so many things just to be a server, right? Many, many I see have this whole thing of I want to serve. So, but they need tapasya, they need renunciation. So they all are ready. They will continue together, combined, integrated until the end. So anytime you find that you're not able to serve, so see what's the obstacle, but maintain contentment because that is your stage. I need to have that stage of contentment. So tomorrow we will take more about different kinds of service, right? As a sevadari. But Baba and Mama are good example. With Mama, there were many challenges. She was very young. There were many older to her. And Mama was very respectful. Even her position and authority was much more than Dadi Prakashmani and all those young. They were young at that time. But she was very humble. She was very sweet. She was very respectful. So there was lot of harmony within the yajna. And that is renunciation, isn't it? When Baba says renunciation is humility, Mama is the best example. Jandadi Prakashmani, I saw her many times, was very humble. If she get the idea, uh, everyone has to accept. That's humility. Otherwise, I got the idea, get it done, right? But she knew everyone's good wishes, everyone's blessing will make it happen. That's called seva and humility. So we have examples of that is in front of us. We look at each example, and in our practical life now, short time take the certificate of a true server and also the quality of contentment. But it needs determination, and determination means you are consistent, you don't give up. So when you have determination, then you are able to accomplish and become a true server. Om Shanti.
और असल प्योर है और सन ऑफ सुप्रीम को वाह। तो इसी तरह से याद में रहने से फिर हमारा एक्शंस भी प्योर रहेगा कि आई एम प्योर सोल नॉट इम्प्योर। तो ये ख्याल रहने से हमारी एक्शंस में संभलेंगे जल्दी, कोई रॉन्ग एक्शन नहीं होगा। और जो भी देखते हैं तो ये भी तो सोल है, ये भी तो फर्स्ट प्योर है। लेकिन
don't forget to bring Mama's picture for our angelic dance.
Om Shanti. Welcome to our Vyakti Journey. Today is Wednesday, Mama's Day. Lovingly prepare a sweet pork dish. So we had a 10 days in between gap, but try to remember what was the last pork dish we had shown you. So it was something salty, as I had mentioned to all of you, that we showed you salty, but together with that, we always make sweet item also, for especially for Thursday bowl. So I'm sure you all must have done last week. And that salty dish you might have made last week, or if you want to make tomorrow, you're welcome to do so. But just for you to know that what we're going to shoot today is for next week Thursday, as we always do 1 week ahead of time. So let's see what's new book dish has been brought to us today. Om Shanti. Thank you so much. I hope you all must have liked it. So it's almond halwa, and as Didi shared today, we will need a lot of patience with that because you have to keep stirring. Anyways, so I hope you will try. Some of you might feel it's very easy, but for some of you might feel difficult. But don't worry, you can always try. Okay, thank you so much. And now let's move forward and let's get our homework for tomorrow.
आपके तो दिल में शिवा बेटे दिलाराम है, हर एक के दिल का दिलाराम, और यही दिल के दिलाराम से सदा अमृत वेले मुबारक लेते रहना और चारों ओर मुबारक देते रहना।
We are all Dilrubas, the beloved of one Dilaram. By keeping this in our awareness, let's all experience that I, the soul, have Dilaram in my heart.
Om Shanti. Such a beautiful word. It's like Dilruba. So that's such a deep connection with Baba with so much love. So I, the soul, have Dilaram. He's the one who wins our hearts, right? So Dilaram is in my heart. And I am Dilruba. It's a favorite one to him. So it's such a beautiful suman for tomorrow and awareness that we all will keep tomorrow. Okay, so now it's time for all of us to say goodbye and good night to each other and Baba. But as we had started recently, that we'll all fly together to our sweet, unlimited home, Madhuban. So let's everyone put on your video and sit straight, and let's keep everything aside for a few minutes. Let's merge in Baba's love, and from our heart and from our mind, we all together fly to our Madhuban home, and Didi will give drishti to all of us. So it's a big screen here in front of us, and she'll be looking at every one of us, and she will share drishti with all of us, and we all together fly to Madhuban.
Om Shanti. We say good night to Mama also, Baba also. Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Have good Sadguru Var tomorrow.